In May of 1961, a renowned sailing yacht was launched in San Francisco Bay. Since then, this boat has raced on San Francisco Bay, to Hawaii 3 times, and up and down the west coast of North America for 5 decades. This is the story not only of a celebrated racing yacht, but also the story of the people that built, sailed, and raced on her in the past and in the present. This is Chrysopyle. Well, my grandfather, Dean Morrison, named the boat Chrysopyle, which is the Greek word for Golden Gate.
The boat was originally commissioned by a gentleman named Henry Meggs, about late 53, 54, I believe it was, trying to get the boat built in time for the 1955 Honolulu race. Well, it soon became apparent that the boat wasn't going to be ready to make the 55 Honolulu race, so Henry Meggs went down to LA and bought a boat named Swami, and Swami was built by Myron Spalding also. She was a 50-foot version of Chrysopyle. Chrysopyle is 45 feet. Well, they went down to get the boat, and they were going to sail her back up to San Francisco, which they did, to get her ready for the 1955 Honolulu race. And they were between, I believe it was Conception and Point Sur, in the fog, and they got hit by a freighter, and all hands on deck were lost. All St. Francis Yacht Club members. It really, to this day, is considered to be the saddest day in the history of the club. Well, the boat sat there for years, trying to figure out what they're going to do with this half-built boat. And my grandfather came along in, I believe it was 60, and said, Myron, finish the boat for me for the 1961 Honolulu race. So before the boat was even launched, she already had an incredible story and a deep history behind her.
In the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, Chrysopyle's designer and builder, Myron Spalding, was considered by many to be the premier designer and builder on the west coast of the United States.
Myron Spalding was a student of Olin Stevens. Olin Stevens was and became the dean of American yacht designers, maybe the world's yacht designers. And Myron made a great study out of what Olin had been doing, to the point where he sailed Dorade in the 1936 Honolulu race and really got a shot. Dorade was the most famous yacht in the world at the time, and it was designed and built by Olin Stevens. So you could see a lot of the S&S boats in Myron's work.
Myron certainly was an artist in all respects. I mean, I just think he was an exemplary human being because, I mean, he did so many things so well. He was a first-class racing sailor. He was a concert violinist. I mean, for Myron, playing the violin was a way to make a living so that he could follow his real passions, which were sailing, yacht design, and boat building. So when he started on Chrysopyle, he stopped as a violinist. He decided that he would be able to devote himself fully to building his designs. And so Chrysopyle was a big opportunity for him, and he was very excited about it. And I think he put all of himself into it.
The builders of these boats seem to take an extra care in their craft. And the boat was built to the highest of standards, just flawless, from picking out the proper materials to the right fastenings to good joiner work. It was first class all the way through. Nothing but the finest materials and labor went into the construction of the boat.
He lavished as much attention, attention to detail and labor on that boat as one could. I mean, nothing was done unless it was done just right, done perfectly. The cockpit and the layout of the boat is really the result of a lifetime of sailing, of ocean racing, of yacht design, and of the thought of a very intelligent man.